I was standing with my son by a small white pavilion next to the river. The hot Florida sunshine was beating down on us, and I could feel small beads of sweat forming on my brow and trickling down my neck. We were dressed in matching suits, and I was clutching my violin, hoping it wouldn't go out of tune in the heat. Everything was in place. The beautiful flowers, the bridesmaids in their bright coral dresses, the page boy balancing the wedding rings carefully on a small satin cushion. Today, not only was I going to be best man for my son, I was going to be playing the bride's chosen song on my violin as she walked down the aisle. Soon, all eyes would be on me. All I'd have to do would be to start playing the tune, and the whole ceremony could commence. The trouble was, I'd forgotten the tune. Now, under other circumstances, I'd have probably seen the funny side of this, perhaps chuckled quietly to myself, visualizing the whole thing to be some scene from some kind of comedy sketch. But not today. I told myself, it's your son's wedding day. Surely you can't let him down. Not today of all days. Well, you'll be pleased to know I did manage to remember the tune. Instead of panicking and freezing, I managed to deal with the situation in a different way. I remembered a technique I'd learned some years previously. It was in a training course, and the instructor said to me, Roger, what you need to do is to see yourself through the eyes of someone in the audience who loves you. It could be your mom, maybe it's your wife, it could be one of your children. So I decided to take my eyes off me and how I see myself, and to see myself through the eyes of someone in this audience who loved me. I glanced across at my son, and I thought how he sees me as dad, the man who can do anything. And I stepped into that person. I became the man who taught him how to ride a bike, how to drive a car, and how to build his first website. When I see myself through the eyes of someone who loves me, through the eyes of that audience, I become a giant, able to tackle any circumstances that come my way. So that day, by the small white pavilion next to the river, under the hot Florida sunshine, I chose to see myself through my son's eyes. And it worked. Thank you.